XDEFIANT is a high competitive movement skill game that allows you to do certain things in the game to outplay your opponents. One very effective movement in the game is the mid-air strafe. Learning the mid-air strafe may take a lot of practice, but once you get it down packed and use it to your advantage, you'll be able to break a lot of ankles, break a lot of cameras, and outplay a lot of opponents to win gunfights. But first off, I got a little stick drift. Don't worry about that. I can make that adjustment. We can go to the settings real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys how I have my controller settings and what I normally use to try to pull this off. As you can see, I'm using hurdle flip, which is pretty much similar to stick and move in Call of Duty, which allows me to jump with this. I did have a little bit of stick drift. Right now it's on 3, so I'm gonna bump this up to probably about 4 or 5 just to see what it looked like, and then we'll go from there. Again, I already made a video about this, a little snip about this, but you can copy and paste some of this. My sensitivity, I moved it up just a little bit because I've gotten used to the game a little bit. I would recommend starting off on 30-30 and just bump your way up, but you can see all my settings. You might want to copy this and make adjustments as you go. Now, if you look at the presets, and this is why I use hurdle or flip, because it allowed me to jump and look with the right analog stick. My thumb is already on this stick, so if I'm jumping and somebody comes around a corner, I can use this to do a mid-air strafe because I'm jumping with this. We're gonna go to the firing range real quick. Now, if you want to get familiar with the movement, I suggest just going to the firing range and running around, do a couple of little things just to get familiar with the movement, make things look a little buttery smooth, you know, a little stuff like that, just to get familiar with it. And if you notice how I'm able to jump pretty smooth, because I'm jumping with my right thumb, and my right thumb is not jumping with the X, and I don't have paddles. I have a normal PS5 controller, so I'm jumping with the right analog. If somebody was right here and if I wanted to come around the corner, you could jump in and out, and then you do a mid-air strafe. Doing the mid-air strafe takes a lot of practice, but once you get it, I'm telling you, you could break a lot of ankles and break a lot of cameras in here. So right now I'm just running around, just getting familiar with it. I can't go into a normal game right now because I'm on like a 60 win streak. And if I get in the game without the boys, 9 times out of 10, the blueberries that they give me, I won't last. What I'll do is I'll jump to the right and hurry up and go back to the left. And that's a mid-air type of strafe. Perfect. See, with that momentum, it looks like I'm going right, but then I just shift back to the left. But the thing about it is, you're doing it mid-air and everybody's trying to shoot you, they can't hit you. It will take some practice, but once you get a hold of it, I guarantee you, you'll win a lot more gunfights. Free game.